Hi there, I'm a former Citrix admin with another tip for the day for you. This has to do with the ability to broadcast a message to a particular group of users on a XenApp server or a particular published application on a XenApp server. Now, what's different about this is normally the ability to send messages to users are by way of Studio, and you have to be logged into Studio. Take a look at the user sessions that are currently running, and you can then right click and send a message to sessions that are running on it. Let's go to sessions. Here we go. To sessions that are running on it. So I can go send message and send a title and content. And this is immediate. It's not scheduled. It happens at the time you select OK and sent to users. The other way messages sent to users is by way of a reboot schedule. So looking at a particular properties of a delivery group for a particular XenApp server, there's a restart schedule, and you select add and can then enter the schedule name, description, period of time to do the reboot, etc., etc. Notification is sent out part of that reboot. But let's say you have a XenApp server and you want to be able to broadcast a message without the dependency of having you logged into Studio. And let's say you're not going to necessarily reboot the server. Let's say you're just going to say the developer is going to be taking an application offline for a period of time, maybe a database backup or whatever. But you want to notify the users without having to reboot the server and, or like I said, be logged into Studio. The way to do that is this way. What you're going to do basically is you're going to create a user, just a standard domain user, and we'll take a look at that on our domain controller. I believe that is where, here we go. So under my Citrix OU, I've got Citrix Users, and I created a user just called TS Message. This user here just has, in terms of membership, he's just basically a standard user, no special privileges at all. Only thing that we've done here basically as far as their profile goes is we have set their account so can't change password and the password never expires. And that's all the criteria in terms of the domain account that's going to be used for this purpose. The other thing is that account would need the ability on the delivery controller to log on as a batch service. So on the delivery controller that this is going to be set up from, you're going to run GP edit. So it's going to look at the local policies of the XenApp server, of your delivery controller, I should say. And they're going to be called user right assignments is where you're going to navigate to, and log on as a batch job. And that log on as a batch job, you're going to add that user, and I have it over here someplace, TS message. I've added that user in, so open that up. You can see that here as well, TS message. So that takes care of pretty much the criteria from the domain standpoint and the Windows privileges standpoint as far as that goes. Now, as far as Studio is concerned, we do need to provide that user rights to run Studio at a certain privilege level. Just for demo purposes here, I'm just using a help desk administrator as far as this point goes. And again, this user, really, you're the only person that's going to have this credential. So nobody else is going to be logging into this box and with the rights of that particular user. Anyway, so that basically kind of sums it up as far as the rights needed to do this. Now, to make this happen as far as the scheduled job is concerned, we need to run a PowerShell script that identifies the particular XenApp server. What I've done here is I've got a PowerShell script on that delivery controller. I have it located in an admin and messages folder here. That TS message user has read execute rights as far as this particular PowerShell script. Now this script, as far as what it looks like is concerned, is this great Get-BrokerSession dash machine name, domain, the name of the XenApp server. You pipe that to Send-broker-session message, give it a title, and continue on with the message as shown here. So that's what we have saved as the PowerShell script. I'll minimize that, and I think I've got that here as well. So Get-BrokerSession, machine name. Now, you also have the ability to target a published application if you want to go that route. You can use the Get-BrokerSession -LaunchedViaPublishedName and then the exact name in quotes of the published application. So either script, in this case here, I'm going to show you targeting a particular XenApp server. So now we have our user created. We've got our PowerShell script set. Now we're going to set up a particular task to run. So I've set up a task called broadcast message, set it to run at 6 a.m. every day. Let's edit this so I can show you what this looks like. So I have this running as the TS message user, run whether user is logged in or not. Triggers. Got this set to run daily at 6 a.m. and you can change this to whatever schedule you want. Actions. Start program. I'll edit this, you can see it in this format. Start a program, PowerShell, and this is going to be a dash file, and then the path to the PowerShell script. And that's essentially it. The rest you can take the defaults if you'd like. Say OK. Now, again, because it's running under this TS message, it's going to prompt me for other credentials, so I'll enter the password. If by chance you did not give that logon as batch rights on the delivery controller, it would prompt you for that as well in terms of a warning message. Okay, so I've got, let's see, my TS admin workstation running here, and I'll close this. That's from a prior test I was doing. So I'm logged in as TS user, you can see here. And just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to kick off manually that particular task. So I'm going to come up to the delivery controller, and I'm going to right click and run. So by rights, that message should have broadcast to that particular XenApp server. So I'll go back to my train admin 1, and there's the message broadcast. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to show you, the ability to run as a scheduled task, the ability to broadcast a message to a particular XenApp server or a published application without you having to have been logged into Studio yourself. All right, that's basically it. Have a good day.